Welcome to Animal Atlas. Come with us around the globe and explore the animal world and its jungle animals and desert creatures. We'll meet wildlife on the savannah and see our underwater friends. And animals from the Arctic Circle. Anywhere, everywhere animals live. It's always an adventure. Today on Animal Atlas, we're going up, up, up in the sky. Over the great African savanna grasslands, where the biggest birds don't fly, where the largest land animal lumbers and sways along with surprising grace, where the king of beasts nobly reclines as he surveys his kingdom, where warthogs snuffle at delights beneath the soil, where wild equines are marked with black and white distinction, and where even the cattle walk with a jaunty swing in their step, where pint-sized guardians are ever alert, where great apes reside with almost human faces, as do old world monkeys with remarkable rumps, where rhinos thunder and hippos wallow, and where one magnificent creature towers like a skyscraper over all below. Up, up, up in the sky, meet the giraffe, the great inimitable giraffe, the tallest animal on Earth. Just how tall is tall? A tall human measures 6 feet, while an African elephant stands 10 feet tall. While at 16 feet, adult male giraffes tower over everybody. From a giraffe's great height, ducks look like ants. Adult female giraffes are not tiny creatures themselves. They stand close to 15 feet. The tallest giraffe on record? He stood 19 feet tall in his stocking feet. When baby giraffes, called calves, are born, after a very long 15-month gestation, the newborn stands 6 feet tall at birth and can weigh up to 200 pounds. This year-old calf may look tiny next to his parents, but that's one big baby. The giraffe is so tall because its parts are so long. Let's add them up. How long is that long neck? 6 long feet. And the tail, if we include the tassel of hair, is a good 8 feet, the longest tail of any land mammal. The giraffe has a very long tongue, up to 22 inches, nearly 2 feet of leaf-stripping virtuosity. And those long legs, they are so long, a giraffe's stride carries him 15 feet. Even the mighty elephant would need to trot to keep up. And if you think that the giraffe's sheer size would make it unsteady on its feet, think again. Giraffes can reach speeds up to 35 miles per hour. And can outrun even a hungry lion, when the lion is actually giving chase. Great size demands great stamina, and the giraffe's 2-foot-long heart can pump about 20 gallons of blood every minute. This extra-large heart needs to pump blood up the long neck to the brain. So accordingly, the giant giraffe's heart is 2 to 3 times stronger than our human heart. Looking at this magnificent creature, one question begs to be answered. If everything about the giraffe is so big, why is its head so small? Well, it's not. A giraffe's head may measure as much as 2 feet in length. The reason the head may look small is simply because its body is so big. Those muscular shoulders are supporting the weight of the great neck. Some other animals with muscular, weight-supporting shoulders, like the white rhinoceros, Or the elephant may have huge heads, but hey, where's their necks? In the animal kingdom, it's a trade-off. Long neck and smaller head, or shorter neck and bigger head. Nobody gets to have it all. All these impressive numbers aside, why is the giraffe so tall? Simple. The giraffe is a browsing animal, one who finds its food in the tops of trees. Unlike grazing animals, who are grass guzzlers. To reach the tops of trees when climbing is not an option. Requires a height advantage such as long legs, a long neck, and a long tongue. The giraffe is also blessed with an upper prehensile lip that works like dexterous and plucky fingers to manipulate leaves. That works in harmony with the prehensile tongue. This lets the giraffe grasp leaves and strip them from their branches while avoiding thorns. Their favorite leaves come from the acacia tree, which thankfully is plentiful on the African savanna where the giraffe lives. The giraffe, in fact, only eats vegetation. He is a confirmed herbivore. Like the elephant, and the rhinoceros, and the hippo, and the zebra, and all the antelopes out on the African grasslands. To get enough nutrients for its huge size, the giraffe must spend 16 to 20 hours per day eating. Though they rest several hours per day, giraffes sleep no more than 5 to 30 minutes in any 24-hour period. Astounded? Contrast this to the carnivorous or meat-eating lion, who sleeps close to 20 hours per day. That's the giraffe, alert and raring to go. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll learn more about this great browser from Africa. But first, let's see if you can guess this animal fact. How many kinds of giraffes are there? A, 4. B, 106. C, 30. Or D, 9. The answer coming up when we return to Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? How many kinds of giraffes are there? The answer is D, 9. By 9 different kinds, we mean subspecies, not different species. All giraffes and are pretty much alike under the skin. From the Maasai giraffe to the Baringo or Rothschild giraffe to the reticulated giraffe. And in fact, all giraffes carry the same scientific name, Giraffa camelopardalis. Giraffe comes from the Arab word zirafa, which means the one who walks very fast, which is a very apt description considering the giraffe's amazing 15-foot stride. Camelopardalis means camel leopard, presumably when this almost unimaginable animal was described, kind of like a camel, but with spots like a leopard. Yes. Oh yes, that's it, Camelopardalis. The earliest taxonomists named it accordingly, if a bit inaccurately. But what exactly is a giraffe? Okay, we know the giraffe is an herbivore, as opposed to a carnivore, or an opportunistic, I'll eat just about anything omnivore. Well, first and foremost, giraffes are mammals. They are warm-blooded, they have hair, and the female nourishes her young with milk. Then, the giraffe is an ungulate, a hoofed mammal. Hooves are enlarged claws on the toes. The giraffe is an artiodactyl, an impressive word which means nothing more than the animal is an even-toed ungulate. Think of cloven-hoofed animals with 2 toes on each foot, like giraffes or pigs. Even doesn't mean just 2. 4 is an even number, and deer and cows have 4 toes. Llamas and camels are artiodactyls. And yes, there is a vague resemblance between the camel and our giraffe, but any relationship ends with toes and ruminating, or cud chewing, and a common 4-chambered stomach. To be clear, ruminants belong to the school of thought, swallow it now and chew it later. Yum, yum, yum. It tastes so much better the second or third time. No, the giraffe has no living relative save for one, the okapi. The okapi, a unique and beautiful animal with a velvet-like chestnut brown to purplish red coat. This forest giraffe was only discovered by scientists less than a century ago. This solitary animal is found only in the rainforests of the Upper Congo River Basin in Central Africa, where other magical creatures like the bonobo live. And if you think the giraffe caused problems with the taxonomists, a head like a horse. Oh my! Look at those striped hindquarters! Just like a zebra! Oh, goodness gracious! But the lovely okapi is a member of the giraffe family and no other. The okapi stands about 5 feet tall and weighs around 500 pounds, and so is nowhere near the size and height of his cousin the giraffe. This is because the okapi roams through the dense rainforest vegetation, where no giraffe could ever tread without getting hopelessly entangled. No, the giraffe requires wide open spaces, or tree-dotted plains, or open forests where the trees aren't too close together. Giraffes are widespread in Africa, south of the Sahara Desert. 10,000 years ago, they ranged all over the continent, but they've become extinct in North Africa as the climate changed, and the area became a treeless desert. What's left are 9 giraffes. Okay, not all scientists agree on the number or types of subspecies of giraffes, but 9 is pretty close. How do we tell these giraffes apart? By their markings, of course. And the giraffe's name? It usually refers to the region they come from or the name of the person who claimed to have discovered it. Ready? Take a close look at these great for camouflage coats. At first they look the same, but you will see that there are subtle differences in the shape, size, and coloring of the polygonal spots. Here's the Maasai giraffe, who hails from southern Kenya and Tanzania. Here's the Baringo or Rothschild giraffe, who roams from western Kenya to eastern Uganda. Here's the reticulated giraffe, whose territory covers northeast Kenya, southern Ethiopia, and western Somalia. Though the patterns and shading varies, most giraffes have brown polygons on a cream or tan background. Only the giraffe's cousin, the okapi, has those zebra stripes. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll address those bumps on the giraffe's head. But first, let's see if you can guess this next animal fact. How many bones are there in a giraffe's neck? A, 12. B, 7. C, 202. Or D, 24. Don't go away. The answer coming up right after this on Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? The answer is B, 7. Surprised? We sure were. Yes, the giraffe has the same number of neck bones that we do, just 7. This long neck doesn't mean extra bones, though it does mean giraffe-sized neck bones. Some can be a whopping 11 inches in length. If we can tear ourselves away from the sheer size and majesty of the great giraffe, we will see that this animal has an interesting face. At first, looking at those jutting ears and those funny lips, we might think homely. But gazing at the giraffe, one can only think, what big, beautiful eyes. The sense of sight is extremely important for the giraffe. From his tall vantage point, he can watch out for predators. It's true that because of its size, adult giraffes have few enemies. Rather, it's the young giraffes that fall prey to lions, leopards, and hyenas. One estimate says that the mortality rate for giraffes in the wild is close to 50% in the first 6 months. But happily, here at the zoo, young giraffes can romp without fear of napping lions. The one time an adult giraffe is vulnerable is at the watering hole. Though a giraffe's neck is long, it's not long enough for the giraffe's mouth to reach the water surface without a complicated leg adjustment. Though it might be worth it when lips touch moisture, getting up isn't all that easy. If a lion were laying in wait, a lion who wasn't napping, this giraffe would be in serious danger. Happily for the giraffe, most of the moisture he needs is obtained from the food he eats. In the wild, you would rarely see a giraffe doing this. But since captivity provides a safe environment, captive giraffes are more likely to take a sip or two. Yes, great eyesight comes in handy, but there's a price to be paid for big eyes in a land of harsh, dry winds. To protect its eyes, the giraffe has long lashes. And to protect its nostrils from the same thing, the giraffe has special muscles that open and close its nostrils. Much like the hippopotamus has to protect his nostrils, not from wind, but from water. At first glance, it appears that the giraffe has horns, much like this oryx, or this Watusi cattle, or this goat, or this bison, or this gazelle. But take a closer look. The giraffe's knobs, unlike a horned animal's horns, are permanently covered with hair, and they never shed. These are actually bony lumps on the skull called ossicones. Giraffes often have more than 2 ossicones, and as males get older, they develop more distinguishing bony lumps. An adult male's ossicones usually have the hair rubbed off the top, because he uses his knobs for fighting. While female and young giraffes usually have tufts of hair at the tops of their knobs. But don't take these knobs the wrong way. Though the male giraffe may have to defend himself or conduct a ritualized mating battle with another male during breeding season, the giraffe is a peaceable and social animal. Yes, the giraffe can swing his muscular neck and slam his head into an intruder with the force of a sledgehammer, often catapulting the smaller animal into the air while shattering its bones. But that's rare. Giraffes lead placid lives and would prefer to run from trouble. Speaking of running, isn't there something funny about how the giraffe walks? Yes. Unlike other 4-legged walkers, when walking, both left legs move together, then both right legs. When a giraffe runs, its front legs are placed between the hind legs. Just like when drinking, the giraffe has had to make some concessions for those long, long legs. Giraffes are non-territorial social animals. They feed over a large, roaming area rather than confine themselves to a precise territory. In the wild, they travel in large herds that is unorganized and loosely defined. A herd of giraffes may consist of any combination of sexes or ages. Giraffe World is truly an easygoing, laid-back lifestyle. They may not get a lot of sleep, but they make up for it by finding a lot of food. In the world of the giraffe, if there's something to get one's tongue around, the better it will be. To ruminate and to contemplate means all is right with the world. Great size, great creature. A big heart, 2 toes, a swishy tail, finger lips, and tongue, all topped off with tufted ossicones. Who could ask for anything more? Don't go away. Animal Atlas will be right back. Until next time on Animal Atlas. Once again, we've traveled the globe, from North and South America to Africa and Asia to Australia and every fascinating place in between. We've met all kinds of incredible animals and learned some important facts about their ability to survive and flourish on our planet. And with our help, we'll make sure they're around for a long time to come. Join us next week for another amazing adventure on Animal Atlas.